youtube.com/MugenLord. Subscribe to the channel for gaming news, updates, discussion, and live streams. Signing off.
Hey guys, this is MugenLord here, and I'm back again with another video. And today I want to talk about Metroid Prime 4, because yesterday we had received some disappointing news regarding the development of Metroid Prime 4. Now, if you remember, I believe about E3 of last year's Nintendo Direct, we were giving an announcement of Metroid Prime 4 and that it was in development. And ever since we had gotten that little picture or that little text just showing the title of the project, we heard nothing of it. We just knew that it was in development, and fans have been wondering when Nintendo was going to reveal some gameplay. Every direct that happened, even around when we were getting information on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, people were wondering, hey, maybe they will surprise us pretty soon with a direct, with a trailer. There are many leaks, many supposedly rumors were going around and saying that Metroid Prime is going to be showing off at a later direct and everything, and it just happened. And even some speculated that we may even see Metroid Prime 4 gameplay or even a teaser trailer this year or in a January direct, and we have yet to see a January direct at all as well, so we just don't know. But yesterday we received news about the development from Shinya Takahashi himself. Now, you know this is very serious when you have someone from Nintendo and even spend the time to make a video announcing some details regarding whatever game that they have in development. And so this news pretty much is that Metroid Prime 4 haven't met Nintendo's expectations as far as quality is concerned during the whole development process of Metroid Prime 4. So what they're doing is they're starting from scratch from the very beginning. So I know hearing this at first, a lot of people have been upset. And a lot of people thought that the game was going to just pretty much be canceled. But Shinya Takahashi pretty much reassured us that instead what they're doing is they're going to pretty much join forces and collaborate with Retro Studios, the original developers behind the original Metroid Prime series. Now, this is not like I guess you say new information as far as development as far as the Metroid Prime series is concerned, because there's been a lot of issues before, especially when Nintendo wanted to revive the Metroid series for the Nintendo GameCube, and Nintendo themselves wanted to work on Metroid Prime, or it wasn't even Metroid Prime at the time, it was just Metroid for the GameCube. And I remember the Space World trailer, they showed like a promotional trailer, it was a CG trailer of a tech demo of Metroid, and everyone thought that this is what the game is going to end up looking like. So during the development of that, Shigeru Miyamoto and the team had a hard time deciding what they were going to do with Metroid. They wanted to make it a 3D adventure. They just had a hard time with figuring out where they want to take the direction of Metroid Prime until they end up collaborating and hiring Retro Studios to work on Metroid Prime, the first one. And since then, it's been history with the Metroid Prime series. Retro Studios been known for the Metroid Prime series, so this is not a surprise to me that they were having troubles with it, especially if Retro Studios wasn't on board with developing Metroid Prime, because I was also curious about that, because we didn't know whether or not if Retro was going to be working on the Metroid Prime 4 sequel, working on the sequel of Metroid Prime 4. We just wasn't sure about it at all. And so now, knowing the fact that Nintendo was trying to do it themselves, it was bound to have some issues. And I think with Metroid and other, I guess you could say, lesser known, but less popular franchises that's not, you know, Legend of Zelda, Mario, or if it's not Donkey Kong or any other the big giant franchises from Nintendo. If it's not those, then those games, Nintendo pretty much don't know what to do with it. And I give my props to Nintendo and the respect to Nintendo that they was able to come out and say, hey, we're not putting out trash. We want a quality product, and we don't want to upset the fans who waited so long for Metroid Prime 4. They want to meet those fans' expectations, and there's not a lot of developers out there that will come out and say those things. You know, instead they'll just hurry up and rush the product out, get your money, and then, you know, deal with the backlash from the community itself, you know, and they just deal with it later. But by this time they got your money, and fans will continue to support it, and then they just put out another rushed out game, but I'll talk about that in a whole nother topic. But the fact is that Nintendo themselves said that it didn't meet their quality standards and that they really want to take their time. So we want to have a long wait for Metroid Prime 4. But in my opinion, I'd much rather them push the game back to give us a quality product than to hurry up and rush it out, and then it just doesn't work out and it does worse than anticipated. Now, the thing is, the Metroid, Nintendo really has to think hard, and they really want to be careful when it comes to the Metroid franchise, because like I said, Metroid Prime, the original, the first three, the trilogy, those games had sold, pretty decent. They sold really well for a Metroid game. They sold really well, but compared to the rest of the other Nintendo franchises, they're not really top sellers. So I think what really put Metroid back into the closet in the dark times once again was Metroid Other M from Team Ninja, from Tecmo. That really hurt the franchise, and we haven't really seen anything again. So it looks like Nintendo want to give it another shot, and they don't want to mess this up, because if they mess up Metroid Prime 4, I think this is going to hurt the Metroid series altogether. And I know we did get the remakes on the 3DS, but we're talking about a console, because if this doesn't work out too well, if it, with Metroid Prime 4, then I believe that Metroid will probably only find its way home only on handhelds. Just like it would, that would just be the home of Metroid games, just on the handhelds and everything. So I'm glad that they're doing this and they deciding to do this. But Nintendo, take your time. I can wait. Hopefully we get the Metroid Prime trilogy for the Nintendo Switch. I think that'd be pretty cool. We probably won't get it in no time soon. I think they'll probably get it closer to the release of Metroid Prime 4. But that's all we have so far as this is concerned. And I'd much rather them just wait, take their time, go through the development, and we just have a good game. And I'll say this to the Metroid Prime fans out there too. I know it's hard. I know it's a hard wait. I know you guys have been anticipating this game. Not as long as the Kingdom Hearts fan. Kingdom Hearts 3 just around the corner. So, but I know it hurts, but I think it's for the best, and I believe that Nintendo knew what they're doing, and they should continue to go down this path to give us a good game. So I think it'll all work in the long run, and it'll also bring in, if they do well, it will bring in more Metroid fans, and it will expand the Metroid community and the fan base and everything, and we can get later on get more Metroid games. So I just think that just relax, and if you still got the Metroid Prime trilogy on the Wii, or you still got the GameCube, just pop that open, just bust that open, and play that for the time being. So that's pretty much my opinion, what I think about it, about Metroid Prime 4 and Retro Studios. They should have just went with Retro Studios to begin with. Maybe Retro Studios was already having, these probably deciding something, develop another game or whatever. So they probably had to stop what they were doing just to go to Metroid Prime. But that's their baby too, and I think they also want to give the fans what they want. So I definitely want to hear your thoughts and what you think about this whole situation between Nintendo, Retro Studio, and Metroid Prime 4. Do you think it's worth the wait? Do you think you should just scrap it all together and just work on a whole nother game? And what would you like to see from Metroid Prime 4? Would you like it to be a mixture between third person from like Metroid Other M mixed with familiar Metroid Prime elements, or do you just want it to be a strict first person adventure like the trilogy has set itself out to be to begin with? So I'll definitely like to hear your thoughts in the comment sections below. Don't forget to like, share the video, and press that bell to be notified when I upload more videos in the future. This is MugenLord, and I am signing off. See you game fiends later. Peace out. It looks like you reached the end of the video. Well, while you're at it, check out some of my other discussion videos by clicking on the annotations below, and don't forget to follow me on other social media platforms to stay up to date with future content. Signing off.